Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy VIII. I'm the Mysterious JG, and I won a game against Martine, and I'm going to get Ifrit. Also off-screen I won one of these guys, Tri-Point, which we'd never had before, which was convenient, because for a while it meant that the last screen of cards to select from was just my 5 cards I want to use. Now that'll get pushed up to 5 cards plus Ifrit. Or Diablos or somebody. But, yeah. The first time I played, and he played Ifrit, and it took 5 or 6 games to get him to play Ifrit, I drawed. It was annoying. But then he ended up playing Ifrit the very next game, so maybe you just need to play a certain number of games before Ifrit starts appearing. I don't know. But he doesn't really... He doesn't say anything special once you win Ifrit from him. Just in case I screw something up, and don't want to go back and... screw something up bad enough to get game over. Or that I've broken a quest that I want to do. Let's save so that we don't have to go back to the hassle of getting Ifrit. The card, I mean, of course. And we'll advance the story. By running around at super speed. And I'm having a paranoia attack about whether or not we're recording. And we are recording. So let's go see the mayor of the Little People Nation. He's an interesting looking fella, if that's the mayor, and the mayor is not the woman. The framing of the shot suggests he is the character here. It's Dobie. It's Dobie Gillis. I don't remember how Dobie Gillis talks, so I'm going to make this guy like the king of Fisherman's Horizon. Oh, please have a seat. Allow me to get to the point. Oh, when are you leaving? He's not wasting any time. We'll leave as soon as the garden is capable of moving. Any idea when? I'm afraid not. We only discovered that our garden is mobile a short while ago. Now we have to attack the enemy mobile suit. Therefore, we don't even know how to move it. We're still in the process of understanding everything. All technicians will assist you. They should be able to repair and service everything. How does that sound? That means we'll have to let outsiders into the garden. I can't make this decision alone. I'll consult with your leader if you don't have the authority. And by the way, I can read your mind. Jeez, we just got here. You really must hate strangers. Shut up. Please just keep your mouth shut. They must have their reasons. Who cares? We don't want military organizations and You rely on force to solve problems. That is a direct defiance of our principles. You know, there's nothing like pugnacious pacifists, someone who want to get in your... Not like I represent the military, or anything, but every so often you come across somebody who's just, in your face, full of themselves about how pacifistic they are. And you're like... To the sense... I don't know, it's not like this happens to be every day, and I don't want to upset legitimate pacifists who've really thought this through and have made principled decisions on it. But every so often you'll meet somebody who just is aggressively, what is the word I'm looking for? They proselytize pacifism. Which I guess is fine if you think that's the best way to live. But they do it in a way where it's like they're trying to provoke an anger response out of people so they can feel superior to them. That's what this guy is doing. Because then if you disagree, even if you try to, gently disagree with them, you're like, see, you're being hostile, see, you're attacking my position. This is exactly what's wrong. Hey, it's Flo from the Progressive ads, and I don't really have a voice for her particularly either. Flo is like a 50s kind of name to me. Isn't there a character named Flo in Mama's Family, which is from the 70s? We believe that any problem can be settled by discussion. If you meet to mutual understanding, there's no need to fight. No argument there. Trite and dull as hell, though. Yes, thank you, Squall. You are correct, sir. Violence only leads to more violence. We believe your presence here will attract violence. That's why we want you to leave as soon as possible. Let's go back to garden. Probably all the different characters have... Well, no, let's think about this. They definitely had a priority sequence for who goes and tries to comfort Squall after he's weirded out by meeting with Alone. And Zell... Irvine is the lowest priority character. Selphie can't be there for that conversation because she is locked into being part of the team that goes to the missile base. But they definitely have a priority list where Irvine is set to 0. You never have that conversation with Irvine. We only got it with Zell because we had Zell and Irvine. If we'd had either Renoa or Kaitis in the party, they would have trumped Zell. So there's probably a similar thing here, and Zell must be near the bottom because Zell to me feels like the natural character to get up and say something stupid. Heartfelt and probably not. I mean, but he's the guy who would get up and say something in defense of Garden, in defense of their use of force in a moment where it would be the wisest course of action to just let it pass. So I'm kind of surprised Irvine's the one who jumped up. You would tend to think that those two and Kaitis probably be more thoughtful and diplomatic in how she phrased it. But those two plus Selphie would all probably be in more or less the same boat, want to stick up for Garden in this moment, because Zell is from Balam Garden, Irvine came up through Galbadia Garden, Selphie came up through, what is it called? Trabia Garden. But, yeah, it felt like a Zell thing to do, just get up and mouth off at the wrong time, even if their heart was in the right place. And I'd say it doesn't seem like something Irvine would do, but we don't really know that much about Irvine other than he likes to mac on ladies and he sucks at his job, which was assassinating the sorceress. And that apparently he came back to rescue us only because Renoa guilt-tripped him into it. Violence will lead to more violence, so get the fuck out before I beat your ass. You want to play cards? Card playing only leads to more card playing. I like to play the plot characters with cards at least once in case they have a special card only they can play. Although now that I think about it, the guide I'm reading warns you when that's going to happen, and I don't remember them mentioning this guy. So... But they're doing the thing again. He's thinking super slow. I don't know what that's about. But yeah, we probably don't need to spend a whole lot more time on this kind of thing. Anyway, he's playing some really shitty cards, so this should not be difficult. Although maybe I'm about to make it difficult. Whatever they use to flip... Because, I play Zell here. They can flip, Glacial Eye. But I can deal with that, so... Oh, what the hell am I doing? The hell am I doing? Well, I didn't have anything that could flip that anyway, never mind. It didn't ultimately matter. So I'm going to win, but I'm going to win despite having played that very poorly. Just based on having significantly better cards, I'm going to win that. Alright, well fuck you, I'm not playing you anymore because boring card games only beget more boring card games. Please don't touch the machinery if you don't know what it does. I'm trying to see what this is. Ultima? That's worth drawing. There's only one enemy in the game you can actually draw that from in combat, and it's a one-time encounter. And if you know your Final Fantasy lore, you might be able to think of what enemy or weapon, hint hint, actually has Ultima as a spell. We believe that any problem can be settled by discussion. That's great. What the hell, we'll play cards with her too. I just got done saying the last game was a waste, but we'll waste enough time to play one game with her. I just want to make sure they both know that they suck at cards compared to me. Even though I'm fucking terrible at cards and win only because I have much better cards than the computer players usually have. Trying to avoid flipping that thing until the end because they'll just flip it they've said sometimes the computer strategy will be to set up a card in the position where you can easily flip it, but then it can flip it back on the next turn. That's a thing that happens a lot when they're playing for a draw. Do you see anything new when I start messing with your machinery? No. Alright, so now we gotta return to the garden and report that we suck and fail and are terrible. Man, that geezer pissed me off. Squall, why didn't you tell him off? Well, why didn't you tell him off, Zell? An unusual amount of self-restraint. You really should... No, there's a legitimate answer to the question. Okay. I'm going to stop myself from going off into a lengthy aside about this. Because I don't want to bring in a whole bunch of real-world shit. I've already dropped a couple of times during this session about the fact that I'm in the middle of an injection cycle, which is more... you know, TMI for a lot of people trying to watch this series, I'm sure. But no, I mean, I've been in a leadership position at the, like, mid-level, like, leading a team, not leading at the organizational level in the organization I work for. And I've taken leadership classes, and I'm trying to move up in my organization to eventually be in a more senior leadership position rather than a kind of, like, functional leadership position. But I know, from what I know about this game, Squall is about to not handle this the right way. But in fact, there is a reason Squall didn't go off. It was a good reason. And if he's the team leader and Zell's working for him, he should be trying to teach Zell these things so that Zell can someday lead seed teams. I mean, this is not... You don't have to get paid to take leadership development courses to understand he's supposed to be building up... Zell is not his employee per se, but he's supposed to be answering these questions. And I'm really curious now how this is going to go, because it appears that it would have let me walk right off without answering him, but it also looks like he's not following us anymore, and that we can actually talk to him. First of all, let's try to play cards. No. And now we can't even talk to him. What the hell? I guess we are going to ignore him. Forget it. You can't expect everyone to welcome us. That's not wrong, but it's also not really the lesson Zell should be taking away. Or it's, at best, that's a part of what Zell should be learning at this moment. Go, 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 semi-obedient soldiers. Ah, shit. I don't know what I can do about not getting experience here. If I was really concerned about this, I could certainly kill Zell and Irvine and have Squall fight the battles himself. If they're not immune to break, we might be able to use break on them. Break on through the other side, man. Quiet! The Galbadians are here because of you, right? They're after you. Maybe. You'd better take full responsibility. It's your fault. Fine, we'll take care of them. I don't like the sound of her tone, though. We mustn't rely on them. They won't be able to do anything without fighting. Fighting is the most obvious answer to this one. Don't tell me he's going to try to reason with them. Well, this might get rid of this mayoral problem for us. I'll go talk to them. He's dead. You better take full responsibility. It's your fault. Yes, ma'am. Well, we do get the ability to save. Ah, damn it. This is not what I wanted. Oh. Have I taken out one of these before? Well, that's its full set of spells it's got there, I'm sure. We We get running fires from it. I don't know if we've actually scanned this guy yet. I'll know in a minute when we see its description. Because I believe I have the settings. And I think you can change these. But I've got the settings. We only get the full narrative of what it is the first time we scan it. Samo 8G. Which I will choose to think of as Sammo Huang as opposed to Black Sambo, because one is significantly less troubling than the other. Although Sammo Hung is pretty troubling if he's wearing skimpy clothing. A living weapon made by Galbadia. Carries a 155mm cannon on both shoulders and a 60mm Vulcan cannon in its mouth. How much has it got left, hit point-wise? Oh, it's got a ways to go. I think we can probably attack it with clouds safely. At least once, but remember it's got 7k left. Let's let Squall attack it, see what he does. Okay, so now it's got about 4k left, which is about what Squall did. So we're screwed if he hits a critical, but if he doesn't, we should be... Fudge! Well, if they don't level up, I'll go with it. And nobody leveled up. So we will accept this result and move on. Because we're very close to a point where if I so chose, we have only a little tiny bit of plot left before I could power level both of those characters individually. I'm just hoping I can get a little farther in the story and have more GFs for them to be leveling up as we go. But nobody leveled up, so I'm willing to accept that, and if we get to something where they're going to level up from fighting regular battles we can't avoid in the interim, so be it. Hey, what's up with all these soldiers and war machines? They just keep coming from over there, prattling on about virtue. I saw the mayor walking towards the station. Hello, did you guys have anything to do with this? Where is the station? You've been there, dumbass. You look like a bit gloomy, the mayor. I am curious enough to see what these guys have to say. The enemy's coming. They're going to destroy my beloved soul. What am I going to do? What'll be? This is no time to be fishing. I'm not afraid of those soldiers. My master will come take care of them. I'm really scared. I'm not hitting the button anymore. What the... Alright, game. Whatever. There he is. It kills me to help that old fart. Oh, shut up, Zell. Zell, this is a godsend for us. We came to this town, which we have no moral high ground to attack them, and yet they're really not helping us. Well, I guess they are. They're saying they'll do all the repairs, but it's because they want us to get the F out. And we'd be in much better shape if we could befriend these guys. So the fact that we're being handed on a silver platter an opportunity to put them in our debt is actually a really good thing. Why are they wasting their time with the old man if they're after us in Garden? Maybe Sorcerer Dea is going to be really, cool to these guys. I wonder what they're talking about. Actually, this is not what I was thinking. But Squall's right. We should actually try to get a little intel here if we can. I already told you. I've never heard of this girl alone. There is nobody here by that name. Ooh. I'm going to make myself shut up now. Because I was about to start spoiling some things. Alone? But clearly they're all together in a village. None of them are alone. Fine. We'll just have to torch this city. All cities that don't have a lone in them must be destroyed. Oh, wait a minute, I'm telling the truth. I've never seen this girl. It doesn't matter, old man. We're gonna burn this place anyway. Idea's orders. No, please, I beg of you, don't. I'll start with you. Huh. Guy seems like kind of a jerk. Let's listen a little longer. Why is the idea looking for a loan? We better listen a little longer. Squall! We better go now. What am I thinking? Huh, I wonder what that actually did. Because it did seem like probably the right answer is to hurry up and help, but, who the hell are you? We're Seeds. Seeds, get the ironclad over here. I'm sorry, but we have no choice. Stop. Okay, well, I'm assuming we don't have anything particularly special to get from these guys, even though the levels will be high enough that whatever their very best is, it will be available to us. Pretty sure we have the spell, yeah. In theory, he's only using Cura, even though he has access to Curaga. In theory, we should consider healing everybody up, because there's a boss battle after this. But I feel like the boss battle might be fairly easy to handle if I've got all these limit breaks at my disposal, so I'm not going to really rush towards making that happen. Instead, let's see about using break. Properly. So we'll need to get a few more break spells to replace, since break is something that I would definitely want to be using once everybody can do like 4 different status immunities. You're going to want break at that point, because break is one of the ones that you definitely don't want to be vulnerable to when you're fighting enemies like Marlboros that can do like multiple status attacks with one attack. So we should have just won that with no experience gain. Yep. Which makes me all the more willing to accept that I accidentally... If Squall had done just a little less damage, we would have had that thing perfectly situated for card capture. Sakura. Guys, what is that? Attack the enemy mobile suit. Oh, we've seen one of these before. Probably not the same one. Although it looks pretty junked. We've got a big one on our hands. Let's destroy that thing. Oh, well, shit. Looks like maybe I should have healed him up a bit. So we definitely want to try to steal from this thing. Well, crap. I guess I shouldn't have been playing around with keeping everybody at really low health. Oh, crud. This isn't going to work at all. Well, as you can see, it can't do shit to Squall, but it can kill everyone else. That's the downside of having one really high-level character. This boss is now at, like, fairly high-level stats, as far as Zell and Irvine are concerned. So I'm definitely going to have to load, because I want to mug it, and I can't mug it now. And just because of the way I set this up, I didn't give him magic. I gave him card. So I'm more out of curiosity than anything else. I'm going to see how long it would take me to kill it. For a minute, I thought it was going into its defeated animation. I thought it was going to be a one-hit kill. Alright, so I'll tell you what, we're going to let this one end a little earlier, because what I'm going to have to do is come back with the party situated so that I might have to change Squall up so that he can revive them as needed. But, well, hold on one second. What do we actually get for mugging this thing? How badly do I want this item? I looked at the FAQ for this section just to refresh my memory of things not to miss. I'm not pretending this is a blind playthrough. I've played this game over the years several times. I'm using a FAQ to try to make sure I don't miss stuff that you can't come back for, like that whole Master Fisherman's quest, where if you go where the plot is kind of funneling you to this one area, which will make that quest permanently not completable. If you mug it, you get adamantine. I don't think we need any more. I think I can just proceed here, actually. What does adamantine actually do? It's the drop for adamant toys, which is kind of a pain in the butt. You can refine it a couple of ways. You use it to get vitality up. Which is actually, so 5 of them equals 1 vitality up, which are pretty useful. It's worth mugging. It is a good item. It's definitely worth mugging. It is not game critical to mug. But I'm kind of at the end of the video anyway. Like, I don't, I'm tell you the truth, I need to go to the little boy's room. So rather than playing, unpausing and playing through and advancing the plot, I'll just come back in a position where I can actually mug it. And when we come back next time, I'll either showcase the battle, or I'll just come back as I've hit the killing blow and it's going into this mode. So you will, at most, you'll be seeing this battle again, done differently. And at best, you'll be jumping in right where we left off, except that I will have successfully mugged adamantine. Catch you next time.